Hi guys, we're at the airport here in Phoenix, Arizona. We are heading out to
going east.
North Carolina, going east, and we're super excited. Gonna meet some friends there. We are going to visit Joel Salatin's place, and I know some of you have contacted us. They've said, hey, if you guys come to North Carolina, if you come to this and this place, get in touch with us. And on one hand, we would love to do that because I'm sure you guys are all wonderful people and we appreciate you following us and all of that, but it's just such a packed trip.
Yeah.
It's so tight, everything, and it would just be too much for us right now, and I hope you understand that. So we're still super excited to do this. We left our kids with family here, and this is actually our first time getting away for a few nights by ourselves since we've really had our 4 children. So different for us, but we know they're in really good hands.
Yeah.
So we've never been at the southeast coast there. We've been in New York, upstate New York before, but never in Virginia or North Carolina. So we're super excited. We're super glad we missed that big snowstorm there.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually we're gonna head to the gate right now.
Yeah.
So we landed in Asheville, North Carolina, and we're going to be heading to a very cool place that many of you guys know. So we are at Justin and Rebekah Rhodes' place, you know them, the Great American Farm Tour and so on. So Justin's just about to bring in the cows and he invited me to come. Just got here, so it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, we're gonna try to bring just the mama and the calf in.
Okay.
And then get them in a stall, keep the calf in the stall, take the mama back out, reunite them in the morning after we've milked.
Yep.
If everybody comes in, they're all new to this. They've not been trained to this. They have all came in before, so that might be what happens. And we'll do that.
I'm used to talking Swedish with them.
Are you? They don't know Swedish.
Yeah, they don't know Swedish. Come. Want me to close this gate?
Yeah, close this gate.
So Justin trusted me to just herd these cows in with him. Try to be a little careful here, but it's a really cool place, pretty cows. Very cool to see how they do things. Kind of lost the chain to lock the gates with here. Hi guys, so here I am. It's early in the morning, before 7 o'clock. Made my way out early to Justin Rhodes' farm. He asked me to join him with his chores. It's going to be exciting to see his operation. We can start much earlier now than we can at home because it gets bright so early. We have sunrise a couple of minutes before 9 o'clock right now at home. It's really cool to be here. Been in touch with him a couple of times, but seeing it live is always different. Makes me understand a little bit how you guys feel just seeing our farm on video. But it's very nice. He's gonna milk his cow today for the first time. And Art from the Art and Breed channel is gonna join us in a little bit for the chores as well. Justin isn't out here yet, but very cool to see his operation and how he's thinking. And I have just these nice clothes because I'm traveling with just carry-on right now. I couldn't bring work clothes. Can't dig in too much to get. I'm super dirty. I need to travel some more. So last night you saw that we put away the calf for the first time, separated them. So we are going to, or Justin is going to milk the cow this morning, and finally, hopefully, the family will get some good raw milk again. Good morning.
Good morning. Good.
Is that sit?
That's it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not jumping. Okay.
When my wife tells me to sit, I don't lay on my bag and roll around. Good morning, chickens.
Oh, the dog is good.
Good morning. These guys look round and healthy. So this is the chicken feed here.
Yes, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. These guys know exactly what to do. Like this chore is getting cut down like 3 times. Look, I didn't say nothing.
It would be scary if I wouldn't know what to do. We fake our YouTube channel.
What do you do?
No.
Yeah. Oh boy. Here, come on, guys. Come on. Jonah, get working. Just start scattering it.
You spread it over all the place.
The way they feel.
So Justin,
Yeah.
we have pigs. We feed them grass. Your pigs eat grass.
Yeah.
Most people don't think of pigs like eating grass.
Yeah.
But they do, huh?
These guys could eat 100% grass. Now, if I didn't want them to tear up this pasture, these 2 pigs, 100 pounds each, are going to be on this grass. This is 1,200 square feet. And one day, they are going to start to do this.
Yeah.
A little bit. Maybe an area about this big, a little bit. It wouldn't be that hard to go behind it and repair it, but you got to keep these guys moving if you don't want to destroy the pasture. I would say if you wanted to feed these guys 100% on grass, the American guinea hog, you can totally do it, and not tear up your pasture. At about I'd give them 100. I'd give them a square foot a pound. So if they're 100 pounds, I'd give them 100 square feet a day. Okay. And it's got to have grass on it too. Like right here, we've got some grass. This is ideal grass. There is actually, look at him. There's something to eat here.
Yeah.
He's eating his snacks, and now watch, he's gonna go around eating grass.
Yeah. When we have even experienced with our pigs that if they haven't had grass for a while, they'll actually in the beginning prefer grass over their snack.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we are on a garden area here.
Yeah.
Your animals prepared this for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
This was 2 months ago.
2
months. A little less than 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect 1,200 square foot garden area.
Okay, so I say a word, and you say what comes to your mind. Okay.
Okay.
So putting animals to work.
Hallelujah.
Um,
Less work for Mr. Rhodes.
Less work for Mr. Rhodes. So yeah, so you have the chickens and the pigs, and it's good because you have the hardcore tillers and the lighter tillers.
Yes.
And you have we've done this a bunch of time, and it's like Joe Salatin always says, you don't have to give them an oil change.
Nope.
Their value goes up. Yeah.
And they taste much better than any machine.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that.
That's right. An oil change went wrong, and you get
That's
some
right.
on. Yeah.
And they fertilize.
Yeah.
And they just look good.
Yeah.
If you were to go over there and see that,
It's romantic.
that's a way to decorate a landscape that
Yeah.
no machine has ever done before.
So they do this, but you still broad fork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
we still
it looser.
incorporate. We found out that you move them out, they don't get very deep, so the broad fork gets very deep without turning the soil, which is harmful to soil. And then that way air and water can get in there, and it just boosts the soil health.
So you have
like
4
crazy.
garden areas.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's going to ultimately be
Okay.
8 down here, plus there's 9, one right
so
behind
you're
you.
planning on selling veggies, or
No, I plan on growing whatever's in season that we like,
Okay.
and
feeding the
eating
rest.
what we like, but everything that we would like to eat, a pig and a chicken would like
Yeah.
to eat too. So this system is set up on 9 paddocks so that you plant there, planting number 1. Even if you plant pumpkins, take 120 days to maturity. Guess moving them every 2 weeks. Guess who's coming back when those pumpkins are spent?
Right.
These animals are coming back through, and they're eating what we didn't eat, and we're feeding them from our land. So with them, it's a big area. This is over 10,000 square feet of gardening.
Yeah.
But with the animal and chickens, it makes one family able to do this.
Right.
On just maybe investing an hour a day, great exercise throughout the growing season.
So less feed that you will have to purchase.
Exactly.
Getting independent from that.
Exactly.
Are you going to try with the waste to build compost pile and feed them off of compost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In the warmer months, that's part of the system too. Those animals, because we have cows too, they would provide our nitrogen.
Yeah.
We can get leaves from the city at no charge. We would build a compost pile. Before we brought them in there, it would have had time to heat up. It would have been in pallets. It would have heated up. And now we would have brought the animals in. And this morning we would have opened up that pallet system. And the animals would begin to then not just till, but to spread our compost and add nitrogen to it.
Right. Do you get, guys, free leaves or free wood chips and you're a rich man, right?
Yes, very rich man. Another man's waste is my treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what other people throw away. If you start to homestead with the nature, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is great. So what do you have planted here now?
Yeah.
Cover crops?
They were here. Let's see. They were in there for 2 weeks, so they were here just 2 weeks ago and had 2 weeks time here. And because it's December, that was like early December, there are cover crops that will germinate if it's 45 degrees or higher. That's pretty cold to be able to germinate. And then those same cover crops will grow 25 degrees. I'm talking Fahrenheit. If they've gotten established in Germany, they'll grow at 25. So we tried something. We knew it was going to be a struggle. We put down some winter wheat and Austrian peas, and then we put hay over it as a layer, and then we put agribon. It's called agribon over it, and that keeps the frost off of it. Right. I'm not telling a lie. It shocked me. I took a thermometer, and it was 18 degrees outside, 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Just putting the thermometer on the tip of the soil, not even digging it down in there. It was like 35 degrees, so it's like double.
Yeah.
And 35 is not enough for it to germinate, but that was first thing in the morning.
Right.
So like on a day like today, it's going to get 45, especially under there, and that's going to germinate, hopefully.
So you want to just real quick say, what is a cover crop and why?
Yeah, the reason we're doing cover crop is because when the animals do this to a place, and we're not going in and covering it with vegetables and veggies because it's the winter season, Mother Nature is very modest and she wants to be covered. So she's got to be covered with something, whether it be mulch. I said we could get them from the town, but not everybody can do that. It's kind of hard to get the trucks in. Like the trucks can't even come in right now because it's muddy. Everybody can buy a cover crop. And cover crops not only cover the ground, they are all different kinds of benefits for the cover crops. They add organic matter. They can add nitrogen. Just depends on what kind of cover crops you get. But we just wanted the earth to be covered. Yeah. So that's our main reason for them in the winter. And this is another reason. After the pigs helped these guys establish the sod, this was sod. Like that's a heavy work. It would have taken chickens a lot longer to do that. But after we've broke up the sod with pigs, and we've only planted cover crops, not grasses, and see, cover crops tend to be annual as opposed to perennial that was here, so they're not as tough. Just chickens could come back through, and we could put the pigs on other jobs. And chickens could handle the same area by themselves and not need the pigs.
Right. That's awesome. And so is there another thing that you add to the soil once the chicken have added them in the pigs have done, and you cover it, but is there, some limestone or something?
Yeah, exactly. So after they've moved out that fresh ground, we would, hopefully later today maybe, or tomorrow, go rake that smooth. And then rake out any like big sod they've left, maybe potato fork out big chunks of rooted plants or stuff like that, just get as much as we can. And then cut broad fork, and that puts some well, we don't need a broad fork, already broad forked in there. But so then we would take, here we have acidic soil, so it's got a low pH.
Yeah.
It's got a low pH, and to bring that up to a more ideal pH is add lime.
Right.
And also, this is very clayey.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost like children's clay. You could buy at the store and mold it. That was actually a pretty good chunk. That's getting a little more loamy, which is what we're looking for.
Right.
We would add gypsum.
Mm-hmm.
And 50 pounds of lime per 1,200 square foot. Technically, it's 1,000 square foot, but you can give or take. So I put down 50 bags, 40 to 50 pound bags in an area of lime, of gypsum. Not everybody needs to put in lime. They might have a high alkaline soil.
Right.
They might have high pH.
Right.
So just you got to get your soil test and go by recommendations to improve it.
Awesome. So next year you'll have a big green garden here.
Oh my gosh! You come back next year, you get a drone in the air. You're going to see these 8 garden plots. You'll see it. You'll see some vegetables that that are left over that they're eating. You'll see their job they're doing. You'll see 3-net system. It's just going to be totally.
So what will your approach be? Will it be like nice rows and garden beds, or will you just throw seeds and let it grow?
Good question. We've tried that. We tried it to be the easiest thing possible. Could we just come in after them and transplant a plant, maybe a 4-week-old plant, and do nothing?
Yeah.
Well, you can, and you run a risk. Sometimes we've had great success and most of it come up. We've had great success, but other times we've had just 3 pumpkins.
Yeah.
And the weeds just become a jungle and take over.
Yeah.
So what we've done that has been the most success, if you want, we can go see it, is do a little bit of market style gardening on it. Come in here and rake up just some, just some small raised beds. Do some cultivating, shallow cultivating with some hose, with some stirrup hose. It's not that hard. And we found that way, even though it takes a little bit more time, you get way more
of a harvest. Yeah.
So if you have the time and the effort, you're going to get way more out of it if you just cultivate a little bit, plant it in rows,
and you have
and
children.
go.
They can help.
Yes,
you.
I have children, and they eat a lot, and they can also work a lot. They actually enjoy it,
and they love it.
I have to let them do it.
Yeah.
They want to help with the hoe, and they're really not that much help at this stage because they're very young.
Yeah.
But they want to do it. They associate it as something fun. I want that to happen so that when they're old, they've associated the farm as something fun.
Right.
And when they're old and more useful, like Jonah now is coming into 11 years old. Like he's practically going to be taking over the farm in 2 years. He's so good.
Yeah, he's a hard-working boy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So this is what makes you get up in the morning. The end result.
This reminds me of why I get up in the morning. So
that's right.
By the time I trudge through the chores, buddy, and we have breakfast, and we get some Swiss chard. We get some Swiss chard from our covered beds because it's winter and it's December, and we're having fresh greens with our eggs. Then we're like, oh, okay, yeah.
These guys survived the snow pretty well, huh?
Yeah. Well, this is the light material.
Yeah.
And just before you came yesterday, I had taken the plastic off.
Yeah.
We have plastic for if we're gonna have a huge snow event like we just had.
Yeah. I had one. I've used a thicker fabric on my gardens because we have a very cold spring. But then somebody contacted me and said that Elliot Coleman said you don't need that because the condensation on this will freeze and cover it up. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So. Is she bursting with milk?
Ooh, let's see.
It's
exciting. Sitting down there, we're gonna see if she's bursting with milk.
What's her name?
This is Phyllis. Aunt Phyllis.
This is they would not say this. Oh gosh. No, we need the brush.
Hey, hopefully we're gonna have milk with our breakfast, buddy.
That's great.
How would that be?
That would be super exciting. So Justin is cleaning the udder, but at the same time massaging it and stimulating the milk release. It's really what naturally the calves do when they hit their mouth and nose.
Yes, and this is warm water, which is going to increase that.
Yeah, relaxes her. So you could force out about 10 to 15% of the milk, even if the cow is stressed, but it's not fun. So you want the cow to be relaxed, so it releases the milk.
You're going to jail.
This is how it's supposed to be, guys.
The tail is my hand.
Do you like those bigger teeth?
I love these bigger teeth. Oh my gosh. I can get my whole hand around these.
Isn't that lovely?
Goodbye, tiny teeth.
Yeah, I have one like that.
On both sides right there.
Man, I'm just going to town right here. Set my expectations low. I'm more concerned with her health.
Justin, how much milk have you gotten, and what is your feel?
I'm looking at about 1.5 gallons now.
Wow.
This is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I estimated low, 1/2 gallon, because the calf's been on her a while. And
that's white.
we haven't
gold
milked,
right there.
and yeah, look at that.
Incredible.
She's still going. That one. This is the first time I've milked her like this, so I'm getting used to her. She's getting used to me.
Yeah. And people don't understand. This takes time, but it's such a fulfilling process to harvest this milk.
Yeah, it's nice, quiet, rhythmic. I could listen to an audiobook. I usually do. I don't have guests talk to people like I'm doing now. Trying to look at it different is not like, oh, it takes 20 minutes to do this.
Yeah.
No, say, hey, that's a 20-minute quiet time early in the morning to listen to a nice audiobook or podcast or nothing or music.
Yeah, and bond with the animal, and then when you lift that bucket on the kitchen counter, it's very fulfilling.
Very. Happy farmer right here. Came for 1/2 gallon, look. 1.5 gallons. Gosh. That's great to be shaking to hold up this milk. This is just unbelievable.
We came on
amount
the
of
right
food
day.
right there. Yeah, you guys came on a good day.
Here it is, the bus, famous bus from the Great American Farm Tour, parked right here. Here's the proof, guys. They went to all the states. Look at these guys, tilling the garden, eating the leftovers. We've had an awesome time here at Justin Rebekah Rhodes' house. Really, really fun to
with Art and Bree too.
With Art and Bree. Get to know them as people, and we're heading home now. Actually, no, we're heading to a different place now. So, gotta say goodbye to them. Here's the YouTube sensation editing.
Yep. Have a seat, buddy.
Yeah, we gotta go now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Tell me that.
We have to say bye.
No.
Yeah,
you have to sit down.
time-wise I have to leave, but smells-wise I don't want to leave.
Yeah, you stay around a little longer and we have lunch.
Yeah, but unfortunately.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you for everything.
They keep holding you so you won't leave.
What'd you say?
Come back 2 weeks on Sunday. Eat those pigs and chickens again.
Thank you so much.
Hey Rebecca.
It was so good.
God bless you.
Thank you. It was so good meeting you guys. Come anytime.
Yeah.